And what was it like that first year with the company?
Kind of like you, I didn't know what to do. I really didn't. I learned how to do orders, and I learned how to go to the warehouse and pick up product, because by this time, we were having stuff shipped to Minnesota.
Well, talk about the warehouse, where it was, because I know it wasn't at our house.
It wasn't. First, we would get the product at the house before we got the warehouse, and then we got to be a little bit bigger. So Dad contracted out for a warehouse, and we've moved 3 times, 4 times as we've grown.
The first warehouse we had was at the converted. There's an old bar and grill close to us. It was the converted old kitchen of the Park Tavern.
That's right.
And we would drive there every day to get orders.
Yep.
And come back and pick them on the pool table in the basement.
Right, because we didn't have an office set up at the warehouse, and so we were set up at home. And we'd go and pick it up and load up the car and bring it home, and then we'd call UPS. Our UPS would come, and it'd be on the driveway. And the box sizes, the pallet sizes went from 4 or 5, and then a couple months later, they were 10 or 12, and before you knew it, in the holidays, our neighbors would just die laughing because our driveway would just be loaded with shipments, boxes.
We had to look at the weather to make sure it wasn't going to rain, because we had just so much stuff on the driveway.
Right.
I remember just like hauling stuff into the garage as fast as I could.
Yeah. And that went on for, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 years.
Yeah, because we went to another warehouse that was still just storage, not offices.
Yeah. This was our first our warehouse and offices, right?
Yep, and we've been here 7 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for those first many years, it was all out of the house.
Yeah.
And then my car, I had a little Toyota Camry, and I would go to pick up product, and I'd be driving, and I'd have so much product in the car, driving it back to the house, I could hardly see out.
Yeah.
So we knew that it was fun because we were expanding, but we were also flying by the seat of our pants trying to figure out how we're going to go to that next step.
Yeah. Well, that's a good point. So what has changed? I mean, we're in different facilities now, and we actually need a bigger one. But what's changed since when I started and when you started over the last decade?
Oh my gosh, it's like night and day. I mean, it's like night and day. We've gone from telephone calls and emails for orders, or even mail-in orders. People would send us orders, to state-of-the-art online. Now, we don't even fax anymore.
We just canceled our fax machine.
That's right.
Yeah.
So faxing is done.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a complete 180-degree turn. And it's all been good, but it's been a learning process.
So it sounds like technology has been a big driver in the last decade.
Huge. And especially when you started, because, Dad and I have been old school, like most people our age. And where I could sort of pick up on that, Dad, he still wanted to deal with the handshake and that kind of thing. And so he pretty much did the selling for a while, and you started doing that, but you were really sort of transitioning our operation to something that was more state-of-the-art. And then you started going to markets, which was even better.
Yeah, it was, hey, where's your dad? Where's your dad? And then now, maybe someday my son will go, where's your dad?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
It could happen.
Fun. It's been fun. I met almost all of the people that he used to work with, all the customers that we've had forever.
Yeah.
There's been a transition, and it's been a smooth one. It's been a fun one.
Yeah, it really has. And we've had a lot of ups and downs too, because what family business doesn't? We've weathered them, and I think we're I think we've really come to a spot where we're all just appreciating where we are now, and we can look back on those memories and think, we went through them. There's a reason for it, and we're here now.
Yeah.
So, and Dad's been able to step back a little bit. He doesn't have to be so involved. And that's nice for him because he's a senior like I am, and he's
a senior.
He's busy playing softball and golfing and working with our dog, which is a love of his.